evening. Thank you for everybody coming this evening. I'd like to call the Bloomington Historic Preservation Commission to order for Thursday, December 10th, 2020. All right. Dee, can you do the roll call?
Okay, Doug Bruce, Sam DeSaller, Susan Dyer, Jeff Golden.
Here.
Deb Hutton.
Here.
Lee Sandweiss. Sean Saunders.
Here.
Chris Sturbaum. Raynard Cross.
Here.
All right. Thank you, Dee.
Did you get Sam DeSaller, Dee?
She did. She did.
I said Sam.
Okay.
Just showed up. Okay.
Yeah, he's here. Just wanted to make sure.
And
Doug Bruce just showed up.
great. Hi, Doug.
Hello.
Chris, are you here with us?
I don't know. That may not be Chris Sturbaum.
There might be a guest. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's get our meeting started. I need approval of the minutes from November 12th, 2020.
So moved. Oh, sorry, I can't do that.
I'll move to accept the minutes of the Historical Commission for November 12th, 2020.
Thank you, Deb. And then Jeff, second that. We need a second.
Oh, Sam seconded that.
Thanks, Sam. Okay. Dee?
Okay, Doug Bruce,
Abstain.
Sam DeSaller,
Yes.
Susan Dyer, Jeff Golden,
Abstain.
Deb Hutton,
Yes.
Sean Saunders,
Yes.
Raynard Cross.
Abstain.
Motion carries 3-3-0.
No, 303.
303, sorry.
All right.
That's cool.
Thank you, Dee. Thank you. All right, let's move on to staff review, COA-2050.
So this is a contributing structure in the courthouse square. The request was for some signage on the building. It's 101 West Kirkwood there on the southeast corner of Walnut and Kirkwood. The installation of new signage on the same fascia board where previous signage was located. They'll be stud mounted 1/2-inch acrylic letters. Staff approves COA 2050 as the new signage will be located within the same fascia board as signage in the past, and the signage is compatible in scale.
Thank you, Connor. Let's do a COA 2051.
All right, this is some more signage to the Courthouse Square Local Historic District. This is at 200 North Walnut. The building is known as the Old Oddfellows Building, and this is where the Subway restaurant previously had been. And this is a new business going in here, and they're requesting some new signage on the west facade of the building. Here, as you can see in the picture, the new signage is lighted channel letters of a 1/2-inch profile sticking out. It will be installed on a raceway, which is pretty standard for this type. I was talking to the signage lady, Janelle. So, looking at that, the size and the scale of the signage was appropriate, and the LED lit channel letters are small enough that they won't really have a detrimental impact or on the historic facade or take away from, distract from the historic facade. So staff approved COA 2051.
Thank you, Connor. Okay, let's move on to commission review. And that will be COA 20-52, 200 East Glendora Drive, Matlock Heights Historic District.
This is a contributing ranch style structure built circa 1950. The request is for construction of a black vinyl coated chain link fence on the adjacent lot. So the property owner actually owns, of course, the lot where the contributing home is, but also this adjacent lot next to it. So the COA request is for construction of a fence on that lot. And you can see in these two photographs the outline of where the fence will be. Fence will be about 4 foot tall, approximately 385 linear feet. The Matlock Heights design guidelines recommend locate fences in the rear if possible, not to extend beyond the front building wall. It's acceptable if there are privacy fences between property lines. Vinyl and feel also consideration will be given to fences that pertain to special needs, children and dogs. In this case, it is a fencing for dogs, too large. So staff comments will be height or feel obstruct the contributing structure from view. The fence does not extend beyond the front door. All of the Matlock Heights Historic Design Committee did comment on this. For those reasons,
Connor, did
Yes.
they know they had to be?
You've got Jeanette Bruner with you. My husband, David, is working.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you, Jeanette. Do you have any
Thank you.
additional information you want to give to us?
I do not. If you've got questions about the drawings I've done or materials, let me know, because I'm very open to whatever is pleasing. I need to give my dogs more room, and I think I kind of explained that we're going to have some extensive work done in our backyard. So unfortunately, they're not going to have access to the backyard for quite a while.
All right, well, thank you very much for that. Let's do our questions. Renard, do you have questions?
No, no questions from me.
All right. Chris, are you with us? Okay. Jeff, questions?
No questions.
Deb?
No questions.
Okay. Doug?
No questions.
Sam?
No questions.
Well, I'll make it unanimous, no questions. All right, let's move on to our comments. Renard, do you have some comments?
No.
Okay. Jeff?
No comments.
Deb?
Just thanks for being so consistent with the guidelines and flexible if needed, and doing a great job of planning within the guidelines to suit what you need. So, well, good job.
Thank you, Deb. Doug?
I agree with what Deb just said.
All righty. Sam?
I have no issues with this. I'd be happy to support it.
All right. And I have no comments. I think it's a fine project for these folks to take care of their dogs. So I need a motion to approve COA
Also-
20-52.
I'll second that.
All right, thank you. Dee, can you take the count for us?
Okay, Doug Bruce,
Yes.
Sam DeSaller,
Yes.
Jeff Golden,
Yes.
Deb Hutton,
Yes.
John Saunders,
Yes.
Raynard Cross.
Yes.
Excellent.
Motion carries 600.
Perfect. All right, let's move on to demolition delay. And this will be demo delay 20-28. Oh my. Connor?
Yep. So this is at 231 North Adams Street. It's a contributing what I believe to be a vernacular structure built late 19th century, just because it looks kind of like a double pen or a hall and parlor with the central chimney there in the middle. And it's also oriented north and not east or facing Adams, which I think it might kind of predate that road there. So it might be a little older than really the county elevate is telling us. Just wanted to throw that out there. But as you can see, it really had a number done on it by a vehicle that collided with it about a month and a half ago. So, staff would recommend that the demo delay be released for the structure at 231 North Adams.
Is Mr. Bamba with us? Mr. Bamba, are you with us this evening? Okay. Well, you don't
Yes,
need-
I'm here.
Oh, great. Did you have anything you want to add?
Nope.
All right, great, thank you. Do we have any questions? Jeff?
No question.
Deb, any questions?
No questions.
Renard?
No questions.
Great. Sam?
No questions.
Doug?
No questions.
Okay. Any comments, Renard?
No.
Jeff, any comments?
I drive by this house almost every day and it looks worse in person than it does in these pictures.
I agree. I drove by it today. Deb, any comments?
No comments.
Doug, any comments?
No, not at all.
Sam, any comments?
That's the only comment I might have is if there's anything original left on the house, if the owner is willing to let BRI come do a pre-demo demo. That's the only thing I can think that might be so.
I'm not opposed. I'm not sure I'd allow anyone in the house with the basement beams are slanted. I'd love to get in there and save the floor. Because I could use that floor in other projects I've got going on. I will try to save anything I can because I'll use it, but if we can take it down from the top down safely, we can get at stuff.
That addresses all I got. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Okay. And I have no comments. So today, regarding the property located today's discussion is no for designations to come.
Deb Hutton,
Yes.
John Saunders, Chris Sturbaum.
Pass.
Is that a pass?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay. Raynard Cross.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bamba. Okay, new business?
No new business, no old business. Commissioner comments. Chris wanted to show this short video here with Southern Knoll project. You guys will remember the HPC was involved in approving some of the alterations to the Gospel Tabernacle building, which is part of the Southern Knoll project. Is going to be reused as kind of the apartment office headquarters. So I was going to show that really quick at the request of Chris. Let's see here. All right. Can everybody hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Just testing technology. Great, thank you.
Welcome to Southern Knoll, a newly constructed affordable apartment community in Bloomington, Indiana, developed by Milestone Ventures. Southern Knoll includes a total of 31 units, ranging in size from micro to 3-bedroom apartments, affordable households ranging from 30 to 80% of the Monroe County area median income. Micro units are the rental housing arm of the tiny house movement that has been gaining ground in recent years, particularly in urban areas with tight housing markets, high costs, and limited space for new development. Micro apartments present a means of producing housing that is both affordable and more environmentally responsible than conventional construction. Larger apartments offer spacious rooms with large closets, washer and dryer hookups, and plenty of storage options. Southern Knoll also offers interior bike storage options and on-site laundry for tenant use. The former Gospel Tabernacle Church building, which was built circa 1947 and is located in the Greater Prospect Hill Local Historic District, has been adaptively reused as the community building for Southern Knoll. The community building provides a leasing office, support service offices, a combination exercise and computer room, and a large community space to host events and programming. As part of the rehab, the existing barrel trusses have been cleaned up and left exposed to provide a spacious feel for the entire building. We at Milestone Ventures would like to recognize the funders and partners whose contributions helped bring about the development of Southern Knoll. Old National Bank is the project lender, AHP sponsor, and equity provider. In particular, we would like to thank Jennifer Gilbert, Chip Windich, and Mike Harbaugh for their diligent efforts on behalf of this project. The City of Bloomington has been a strong supporter of Southern Knoll and awarded local home investment partnership program funds, as well as granting property tax abatement. We appreciate Mayor Hamilton's leadership and advocacy for expanding affordable housing resources in the city, and Doris Sims as the director of the city's Housing and Neighborhood Department, which serves to enhance the quality of life of Bloomington residents by developing programs, services, partnerships to preserve community character, promote affordable housing, and encourage neighborhood vitality. Alex Crowley as the Director of Economic and Sustainable Development, which strives to foster a livable and economically resilient community through partnerships, collaborations, and outreach. The staff of the Indiana Housing and Community Development Authority, which allocated rental housing tax credits and made a development fund loan to Southern Knoll. The staff of the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indianapolis awarded affordable housing program funds. Chris Sturbaum, former city councilor for our district and members of the Prospect Hill Neighborhood Association, who participated in the design of the development and supported our effort. Ray Walker, Carrie Schinkel, and Derek Nam.
All right, so that was it. They finished it. It looks great.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a great example of an adaptive reuse project, and I'd love to see more of those happen in Bloomington. I know you guys would too. So
Yeah.
Could I make a comment?
No.
Sorry I'm late, but I walked through this with Chuck, the developer, and it's just beautiful inside that old church. You know, they said those trusses just needed cleaning up. They didn't even paint them. And it's just so rewarding to see when we walked through that building and decided to designate it, no one thought it would have a future. And, you know, just being a builder, I walked through the basement too, and there's just fabulous storage down there. And, you know, those previously homeless are going to have those micro apartments, and people with special needs are going to have other micro apartments, and their staff is going to be in the old church. And then they're 2 and 3 bedroom, and these are truly affordable. So it's a really good thing that it just sets it off, and they have that big public space for themselves to share. So they go over there to get help, but they also go over there to eat, have coffee. Of course, nothing can happen while the COVID's going on, but otherwise we'd have all gotten a tour. But I just wanted to tell you how thrilling it was to walk through that and see the impossible happening. And, you know, it influenced the second building also. They really took that seriously when they redid that building, and they did more even than they promised. You know, that's all brick now. So, it kind of had to live up to the historic building. And as a set, those buildings are really something nice and right on the edge of the neighborhood. And we should all be very proud and just take it as a lesson that we can see futures that other people can't, you know, and I'm very proud of us for that. So that's my comment, and thank you everybody for standing up for that old building.
Absolutely. Let's give ourselves a little pat.
Yeah, absolutely. We need it once in a while, don't we?
Yes, we do. We really do. So I want to move on. We have some new information about the core building that Connor's going to share with us.
Well, I don't know how new the information is, but when it comes to going before council, it's going to be early 2021 sometime. You know, the core building and the Players Pub are both under interim protection right now, and we're waiting for the council to decide whether or not to designate them locally. But that'll be sometime in early 2021 when that happens. But as far as the city's decision to save the core building and reuse it at the hospital site, you know, I don't have anything to say on that.
Well, they are going to, when they start the demolition, they're not going to demolish or do anything to the core building, but there's an issue about sealing it up afterwards. So
Chris, do you know more about that?
Just the word I heard was 2 or 3 developers spoke positively about the ability to reuse that building, and with the idea that they could build onto the back and do more residential. But just like this project, you know, they got special points for being using a historic building. So it could have been this developer might have been one of the people that spoke up. And, you know, we can leverage federal money. The reason that it wasn't qualified for National Register was it had, quote, an addition on the back, which was the hospital. So when that addition, so-called addition, is gone, it would probably qualify again for, you know, National Register, which brings on the possibility of tax credits, state and federal. So they've listened and heard from developers who spoke positively. So it's not a done deal, but I've heard very positive things that the city's going to be supportive of that designation.
Great. That's good to hear, Chris. Any other commissioner comments?
Not on those buildings, but I'll have a question at some point.
Yes. Does the public that's with us, do you have any comments for us this evening? All right, hearing none. We don't have any announcements. So
See, we do.
Oh, we do.
New people.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought when we brought Bernard on, everybody would recognize it. We now have a new commissioner, Bernard Cross. And we're excited that you're here.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Sam, have you got an announcement?
Well, no announcements. Maybe just to tell Renard that this is surprisingly short for one of our meetings, so we shouldn't get used to this cushiness.
Yeah, exactly.
You mean you're not always in and out in 20 minutes?
Very good.
No.
I can assure you that the next meeting, January 14th, is going to be longer. The items are already starting to stack up. So yeah, we'll be busy.
Definitely.
If our new member would like to speak at all and just talk to other members at the moment about getting on the commission and what ideas he might have, I'd be interested.
I don't know how much whether my resume was circulated. I don't know what the procedure is, but I'm a recent member of the Bloomington community. I came here for grad school, ended up finding a really nice young lady and got married, and now this is my home. I own property in Prospect Hill near West Side and Maple Heights, and I really like old neighborhoods, and I am in the process of restoring some of these old houses. And during the process, you know, tended to get on Connor's nerve quite a lot. And, you know, I've been before the HPC on one of my projects, and it looked like an interesting organization to join. And when I was informed of the vacancy, I applied. And here I am. I'm also a licensed realtor So that's one other thing I do. And that's it. I mean, I'm open to any questions anyone might have. If there's anything that I haven't covered in my little spiel.
Maybe we
one thing that, go ahead. I was going to say one thing that might be interesting is if each of us could just say a little bit like that to help our new member know who's on this committee, because we're in this weird COVID world where we can't chat after the meeting really.
Yep. So you start, Chris.
Okay, I guess I have to. So I used to be a council member. Before that, I was a historic preservation activist, and I still am a historic preservation activist. I moved here when I was 10 years old. My dad went to school and decided to stay here, so that's how a lot of us get here. And I live in Prospect Hill, and I restore old houses for a living. And been happy and proud to be on this commission for a really long time. That's it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm a representative really of neighborhoods. I'm a co-president of the Matlock Heights Neighborhood Association, but I was moved here 10 years ago. And Matlock Heights is a historic district, mid-century modern, just north of the football stadium, north of the bypass, very small, 79 houses and one church. And about sort of like a grid of a few of 3x3 streets and then one oddball street. And I was part of the design committee, design guidelines committee for the conservation district, and then co-president when it become historic. So went through that whole process of voting and 3 votes and all that sort of stuff. So I come as sort of a representative of historic district neighborhood associations. That's where my sort of expertise is, if you want to call it that. I'm just finishing a 3-year term, and I haven't had that. Anyway, that'll be one of my questions I have after this introduction time. I do have a question for Connor. So welcome aboard. It's been a thrill for me. I don't have any of the history of architecture or historic preservation, but have come in from a different angle and thoroughly appreciate learning from my cohorts here and colleagues and finding ways to help the city retain historic buildings, which keep the character of the city going and help people afford buildings too. So welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Jeff?
My name is Jeff Golden. I'm a real estate appraiser and have been that in Monroe County for about 30 years. I got involved with the HPC because I own a property in Prospect Hill, actually right behind Chris's house. And I was part of the committee that helped to write the guidelines for Prospect Hill Historic District, the Greater Prospect Hill Historic District, and got really interested in historic preservation and have been on the commission now for, I'm not even sure, 5 or 6 years maybe. And I love being involved.
Thank you, Jeff. Sam?
Hi, I'm Sam. I might have met you on the porch before once or twice.
A couple of times, yeah.
I'm a big fan of that nice young lady you're married to. I'm also an architect and build old things and build new. I don't build old things. I make new things and save old things and sometimes change them a little bit. But I've been on the commission, oh Lord, a long time. I was tricked into it because I wanted to do a project over down the street from me. It's that 630 house that you guys, I've shown you before. And nobody told me it was on the register. And so I appeared before the HPC and got on with Connor's predecessor. And she tricked the mayor into asking me to stick around for a while. So been here ever since.
Absolutely. Hey, Doug?
Sure. Well, first, welcome. Great to have you on board.
Thank you.
I'm an architect in town as well. Grew up here. Didn't think I would come back. And now I can't imagine being anyplace else. I was appointed by Mayor Fernandez as he left office, so more mayors ago than I care to count for at this point. I've really enjoyed being on the Historic Commission, and really, I think you'll find it's a great group of people that care about historic preservation, which you would figure, but we also care about the community, the process that people go through, realtors and builders and property owners. And I think we've really shined with that the last couple of years, especially since Connor has been on, to really look at what we can do to educate the general public before they undertake a property or a project. And I hope to keep serving. My term ends the end of this month. I reapplied the other day, but I'm at the service of the mayor, so we'll see. So hopefully we'll get to work together.
Great.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks, Doug. And Renard and I met a couple different times,
Yeah, at least.
and I've seen his work, and he's an excellent at remodeling and doing stuff. And I'm glad to see you're with us, Renard. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for inviting me, Connor.
Okay. Jeff, you look a little different tonight.
Did you cut your hair, Jeff?
I did.
What?
Wow, I thought something looked different. I was going to ask, but John beat me to it. Okay.
It's a new me.
Looks great. And I like the orange trim there, Sam, on your window.
Oh, that's just fur. It's the light.
Oh,
But the outside, we got some orange on the outside if you want to go drive by the house sometime. It's gotten exciting.
Great, great.
Any more questions?
Yes. Sam, did you have any more questions for us? Deb, you had a question.
Yeah, just in terms of reapplying, so to either Connor or Doug Bruce, since you just did it, I looked in my emails, and 3 years ago, someone from the city wrote and said, you were on a commission, your term is coming up, please reapply, and here's the link. But I haven't received any such email. So should I just ignore that fact and just go on the website, look for the open job, and send my new resume in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what I did.
What did you?
I did the same thing because my term's ending as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on upstairs. Maybe they're just a little slow with other stuff going on about reaching out to you guys, but they are aware that your terms are ending. Just go ahead and submit your applications, and unless you're told otherwise, keep showing up to the meetings, even after your term's expired.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So we got anything else, you guys?
I got a quick announcement. So maybe one or two of you know, but we are expecting our second baby in April.
Woo!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, it's crazy. So now I've heard the term Irish twins. I think that's basically what they're going to be like, which fits us well. So it's going to be a baby girl. So I just want to let everybody know that's what's going on. I may be out for a little while next April.
Somebody's putting down roots.
Maybe. We'll see. Bloomington's a great place. I definitely like it. So
Awesome here.
Well, that's exciting. Congratulations.
thank you.
Again, everybody, you guys have a great Christmas holidays, because we won't see each other till next year. And I guess we'll just adjourn the meeting.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
Everybody.
happy holidays to everyone.
Exactly.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Merry
Stay safe.
Christmas.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right.
Thanks.
See you in January.
Bye.